How's it going, guys? Before this video starts, just wanted to say thank you for all your support. It genuinely is much appreciated. If you're enjoying our content, don't forget to tap the subscribe button and give us a wee thumbs up. Support is honestly always much appreciated. I hope you enjoy this video and thanks again for watching. How's it going, guys? I'm Ross from Seconds Out Fight Store. Today we're reviewing the Fortress T1 Fastwraps. Now, I've been using one of the previous versions of these, the Fortress Super Slim Slip-On Fastwraps, I think is what they're called, for about a couple of years now, and they are absolutely brilliant. I've had a bad right hand for years, and it kind of was uncomfortable every time I was punching. I tried everything from gloves with loads of padding, long hand wraps, oils, creams, knuckle pads, and nothing really gave me the results that I wanted until I tried the Fortress wraps. So the T1 model just came out about a few weeks ago, and I've had a chance to test it out myself, and it is just as good, if not better, than the previous version. The idea is that this gives you a professional style hand wrap that you slip on in seconds. So don't have this confused with the gel hand wraps that you see on the market, the wee slip on ones for beginners that have got a wee bit of padding in the knuckles and then a bit of wrap to go around your wrist. These are completely different. These are definitely designed for people that are training a lot, that are punching hard, that really want to protect their hands. As you can see from the design there, it's got that nice built up knuckle area just there. I think there's probably about 2 inches of padding in the knuckles, and it's a breathable mesh design, so helps keep your hands nice and cool when you're training as well. And there's been a couple of wee changes that you'll probably be able to notice if you've had a previous version of these. The main difference is, of course, as you can see just here, the rubber panel with the Velcro strap just down here is different compared to the last model, and they've put on a Velcro strap on the inside to make it easier to get your hands in and out of the wrap. Now, what you get in the box with these is, it first of all comes in this nice black presentation box. Just there you can see all the Fortress branding on it, and if we have a look inside, we've got the Fortress flyer just there. We've got the wraps themselves nicely packaged up. You get a wash bag with them. So with mine, I've been washing mine by hand most of the time. If you are going to put them in the washing machine, then definitely make sure it's on a cool wash and that you use this wash bag as well to stop them getting ruined in the washing machine. You also get a 2 meter hand wrap, and sorry, that's the 1 meter hand wrap. You get a 1 meter hand wrap and a 2 meter hand wrap. So again, with previous models, you just got the 2 meter wrap. So the 1 meter wrap is either for people with smaller hands, or mostly it's if you just want a quick layer of extra wrap that goes onto the Fortress wrap, so it's a bit quicker to get on and off. Personally, I've always used the 2 meter one myself. I find that gives me a lot more support in the wrist, so I definitely recommend for standard adult hands using the 2 meter wrap, but you've got the 1 meter option there if you want it as well. You can also buy different coloured wraps as extras as well, so they do some really cool designs here, as you can see just there. That's a nice luminous yellow one, a nice pink coloured one. They've got some other cool colours like the camouflage ones as well, just here. So there's probably about 10 different colours. You can buy these as extras. I think they're £9 a pair. They're available on our website with the Fortress wraps as well. And they're always good because one thing I found was that the 2 meter wraps that I put on tended to get a bit more minging a bit quickly than the Fortress wrap did itself. So I was probably washing them a bit more often. So I've got about 2 or 3 pairs of those as backups, so I can change them each time I'm using them. So let's get stuck into the wrap and show you how to put it on, so how it actually works. Now, the way you can tell between right and left, as you can see just there, it's kind of like got a small curve. So this is from the small finger to the big finger just there. So this one would be the left hand, and basically it's as simple as taking this bit off here and just slipping your hand in. It might feel a wee bit tight to begin with, or a wee bit fiddly, just as you get your hands used to the wrap and to sort of have it mold into the shape of your hand. After a wee while, after a few goes, once you've started sweating them a wee bit, it does sort of mold into the shape of your hand and it does become a lot more comfortable. But as you can see, that's it on straight away just there. Then you take the Velcro bit, wrap that round here, and you can adjust this Velcro bit if you want. So this bit just comes off here, and you can adjust that and pull it tighter if you want, or a bit looser, and just sort of play about with it, pull the knuckle area back. You don't want to push it too far back, like you do want this padded area just here to be sitting on your knuckles. Sounds a bit obvious, but the temptation is sometimes to really push back at it and it ends up sitting too far back. But as you can see, that's the basics of it just there. Straight away, that's a hand wrap, ready to get the 2 meter wrap on. Very quick, very easy. So now if we take our 2 meter hand wrap, this is mostly for me to give you wrist support. You get all the padding that you need in the knuckle compartment of the Fortress wrap itself. So for me, you can wrap the knuckle area if you want. I've never done it with my ones and it's absolutely fine. on this new version, the T1, you can see just there's a loop just here. This is designed for the wrap to go through, so you can tie that there, and it just means it's quicker to get on and off after each session. For me, I don't really bother with that. I don't really see the point in it, to be honest. I'm a massive fan of these, but there's one thing I just don't really see the point in. I think they're trying really hard to make it as quick as possible to get on and off. So by having this loop here, you've already got that ready to go for the next session, but it doesn't take long to get on and off. I like the fact that I can wrap my hand the way I want it. I can put this on the thumb like a standard pair of wraps. And like I said before, it means that you can change the wraps over if you want to use a different color for each session. So it's just personal preference. You can use that loop if you want. Personally, I don't use it. I just basically go around here, and there is a million different ways of wrapping your hands with any wraps, but especially with the Fortress wraps as well. So you can pull this a wee bit tighter as well, because you've got the layers of Fortress wrap underneath. Like with a standard wrap, you might kind of cut off the circulation if you wrap it too tightly, but with this you can give it a nice pull and it doesn't cut off the circulation, and you can just gauge it as well. So what I do is go 3 times round the knuckles, round the wrist, sorry, and go over different parts of the wrist, as you can see just there. You don't have to wrap the thumb. I always prefer to do that just once, and then to come up to the top of the wrap, covering that sort of rubber panel that's on it, and come round the knuckles just below the knuckle compartment, like you see just there. And all this time I'm keeping the tension on the wrap as well. If you let go of the tension, you can see it just slackens off a wee bit. So I keep the tension on it, and then basically come down and finish off round the wrist. And I always have the wrap at the furthest point down the wrist, just here. So we're finishing at the bottom of the Fortress wrap, and as you can see, that's it all ready to go. And I've kind of taken my time with that to show you how it works, but when I'm putting these on and off before training, it takes maybe, I don't know, like a minute at the most, something like that, to have both hands wrapped ready to go. Like I said, once you start using them a wee bit, these bits here will stretch out a wee bit and you'll be able to get your hands in a lot quicker. So you're talking basically about a minute to get your both hands wrapped, and like I said, you've got a professional style hand wrap ready to go. When you're putting the Fortress wraps into your gloves for the first time, you might find that you need to accommodate a wee bit of room, because you've got that built up knuckle area just here. You might need, depending on what gloves you're using, to accommodate a bit of room. If you do need to do that, what to do is take a rolled up tea towel and push it into the front compartment of your gloves and leave that overnight, and that's going to push the padding forward a wee bit to accommodate a bit more room for the Fortress wrap. I've got a pair of 14-ounce Cleto Rays extra padded gloves just now, and I didn't have to do it with my gloves. They were already well broken in, but you might find you need to do it if you're using like a pair of 10s or something, or a snug fitting glove, or if they're just brand new gloves and the leather's still quite tight as well. So you can buy these wraps in 2 different colors. They come in the black ones that we've shown you just here. You can also get them in white, and they come in small, medium and large sizes. So I've got about average sized hands. I wear a medium in these, so that's a rough sort of gauge for you. They are fairly true to size. A medium is pretty much a medium, and that's probably what we sell most of in the shop. But if you've got smaller hands, there's a small option there. If you've got bigger hands, there's a large option as well. So they retail on our website at $64.99, which for me, it seems quite expensive when you're thinking about it at first, like £65 for a pair of wraps. Like, it seems very expensive, but the durability, the longevity you get from them, like I said, I've had mine for about 2 years now and they're still in perfect condition. The protection that you get from them as well, in my opinion, genuinely justifies the cost. Like I said, I've had this sore right hand for ages, and this is the only thing that makes that much of a difference with them. So have a wee look on our website at them, check them out, seconds-out.co.uk. Whether you've got hand injuries or not, I 100% recommend these. They're an excellent product. You can follow us on Instagram as well, and Twitter at @secondsout_. And don't forget to tap the subscribe button. We always appreciate your support. It's much appreciated, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers!